Roblox games based on horrifying events. There's a lot of games made on Roblox based on some of the most horrific moments in human history. Moments such as getting stuck in caves, plane crashes, and even the helicopter that Kobe Bryant rode in can all be found within Roblox, and I'm going to take a look at these games and then see how accurate they really are. Alright, so this game barely has any visits, but it's honestly a really good game. It's called Cavers Caving Cave, a game about the claustrophobia of caving. If I'm gonna be honest, who would want to do this IRL? I agree, caving is one of the most horrific hobbies anyone could be interested in. Yet, so we start in a cave here, and it's all fine for now until we had to actually start crawling here to get through some of the tight spaces. Oh no, I hate this. Dude, look how tight some of these spaces can actually get. Yeah, so caving is actually like a real hobby that people actually partake, and many people have actually gotten stuck in some of these caves. Yeah, so here's a prime example of why caving is so extremely dangerous.
This man was stuck in a cave for 28 hours, always in an upside-down position.
Okay, let's see what happened.
The rescuers were shocked when they arrived at the scene. He positioned his body in a straight line and slowly squeezed in, with his head almost directly downwards. Seeing that the path ahead was getting narrower, he didn't turn back. Instead, he exhaled, tightened his abdomen, and moved forward a few centimeters, then got completely stuck. His brother behind him noticed John's unusual behavior and first tried to pull John out by his feet, but it was no use.
Oh, no.
The brother immediately went back to the surface to seek help. The rescue team quickly arrived, but the rescue was extremely difficult, as it was already midnight and pitch dark.
And unfortunately, that didn't work, I guess. So yeah, that was the Nutty Putty Cave. He was trapped inside the cave upside down between 27 to 28 hours. He found himself at a dead end with nowhere to go. He entered head first and became wedged upside down. Dude, that's horrifying. I hate the whole idea of caving in general. Yeah, rescuers concluded that it would be too dangerous to attempt to retrieve his body. The landowner and the family came to an agreement that the cave would be permanently closed, with the body sealed inside as a memorial to Jones. Explosives were used to collapse the ceiling close to Jones' body, and the entrance hole was filled with concrete to prevent further access. Let's see, how many caving deaths are there per year? About 10 cave divers a year die on average. Dude, honestly, that's like a pretty high number for such a dangerous sport. Alright, but the next tragedy is one that happened literally 3 months ago, and that's the Japan Airlines Flight 516. Let's go ahead and see what happened. Oh, what the heck? Oh, everything's just on fire. Wait, hold on. Alright, let's see what's happening here. So there's a small plane underneath with a giant one on top that crashed onto it. Is that what happened? Oh yeah, that plane is really burning up. Okay. Yeah, so did the Japan Airlines just not see the smaller plane? Is that what happened? Here, there's another game about it. Let's check it out. All right, what's happening here? Oh, it's starting to smoke. Oh yeah, we could actually get a clear picture of this. All right, yeah, I imagine this plane didn't see the smaller one and I guess just crashed into it. Here, let's take a look at the simulation. All right, so here we have the Japan Airlines plane. It seems totally fine. They're about to arrive to their destination. The Dash 8 seems to blend in among the hundreds of runway lights. So is the Dash 8 the other plane? I imagine that's what's happening here. Focused on landing, the pilots of the A350 are unaware of the imminent danger. Yeah, so it's completely dark, so they're not able to see it. The controllers, busy with other traffic, also failed to notice the grave mistake. So they weren't able to give a warning. Is that what happened? All right, here we go. It's about to land. 100. The pilots still haven't spotted the aircraft on the runway and continue with the landing. Okay. 40, 30. Uh-oh. Okay, so it just landed, and oh yeah, there's the plane. Oh no. Oh, here comes the crash. Ooh. Did it just go through it? Is it still going? Oh no. Yes, the Roblox game is pretty accurate with the plane actually catching on fire as well. Alright, but another sad tragedy is one that I'm sure all of you know, the Kobe Bryant helicopter crash. Because yes, that's actually found on Roblox. There's a lot of games dedicating a memorial and appreciation to Kobe Bryant, and some of these games actually have the helicopter crash within it, which I feel like it's a bit insensitive, but let's take a look here. Yeah, so here we have Kobe Bryant, and there's a whole memorial service, and right next to it is the helicopter crash here. See, why do they have to include this right next to his funeral here? It's a little bit insensitive. And we're gonna take a look at the helicopter animation in a little bit, but let's see. Rip Kobe Bryant, the basketball player. Death cause helicopter crash. Yeah, unfortunately, both him and his 13-year-old daughter were inside the helicopter when it crashed. Yeah, so this game even has the waterfall where the helicopter crashed nearby, and here's the crash itself, as well as the gravestones dedicated to Kobe Bryant. Here lies Kobe Bryant, and the incident occurred in January 26, 2020. We will never forget about you, Kobe Bryant. Yes, Biscuit, let's let's give our roses to him. But yeah, let's take a look at the animation here. Oh wow, this is really detailed, huh? Okay. During the flight, the pilot saw that there was poor visibility ahead, but chose not to abort. Uh-oh. Oh, it was foggy, huh? Because of the thickness of the fog, the pilot started losing his sense of orientation. Oh no. Without a visual, the control of the helicopter was lost, and it quickly became apparent they were in trouble. Dude, that's scary. At around 9:45 a.m., the helicopter made impact with the ground, and all lives on board were lost. Okay, yeah, so that Roblox game was pretty accurate to where the crash kind of happened. So I'm not sure how accurate that simulation is. There was actually 9 people aboard the helicopter, and yes, sadly all were lost in the crash. So here's some of the audio radio transmissions.
2 Echo X-ray, you're still too low level for flight following at this time.
They were actually trying to warn the pilot that he was too low, but I guess at some point contact was lost. Here's a security image of the helicopter just before the crash flying in the clouds. Yeah, and here's a more high quality animation of the crash. So I believe this is supposed to be like a 20-30 minute ride, but again, due to the fog and the weather, the pilot lost orientation and therefore fatally crashed. Dude, they're riding sideways? That's so scary. Alright, but this next tragedy is probably the best plane crash simulator on Roblox, and I played it before. This plane crash is based off of the TWA Flight 800, and it's called Aerophobia, the fear of flying. Oh boy, it's right up my alley. I hate this game. Yeah, so you start off like normal in a plane, everything's totally fine, but that's when things start to go bad. Oh, what's happening? Are we experiencing turbulence? Oh no, I'm scared. Are we okay? Oh jeez. Oh, this is loud. No, the place is falling apart. Oh no, I hate this. I hate this so much. Dude, look, it's like ripping off. Oh! Yeah. Oh, I hate this. Let's look at the animation. Alright, so the plane takes off like normal. Oh, and it just combusts. Okay. So similar to the Roblox game. Oh, and the head of the plane falls down? No. It goes upside down as well? Dude, I can't even imagine being in this plane. The fear that everybody must have had in those last moments. What makes it even worse was that the rescuers found most of the bodies. Some looked like they had just fallen asleep in the water. Others were completely deformed from the flames. Wow, one spark caused one of the most atrocious, most horrific plane crashes in history. So in total, there was 230 occupants with 0 survivors. And so this incident happened in 1996 and is known as the 3rd deadliest aviation accident in US history. So it says here that the probable cause of the accident was the explosion of flammable fuel vapors into center fuel tank. Although it could not be determined with certainty, the likely ignition source was a short circuit. Really? That's all it was? The captain remarked about crazy readings from the system about 2 minutes and 30 seconds before the aircraft exploded. But this next tragedy is the Tanjiwa train disaster. At least I hope I'm saying the name right. And let's go ahead and join it and see what happened. Okay, so it looks like we got a lot of trains here, but what's actually gonna happen with them? Oh, I see there's like a unfinished bridge here. I don't like that. Oh, do I have to be the one driving this? Oh, I don't like this. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm just gonna be driving straight. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh, the entire train just fell. Wait, but is that actually what happened in real life? So the incident actually happened in 1953 when a railway bridge collapsed beneath an express passenger train in New Zealand. The locomotive and the first 6 carriages derailed into the river. Oh geez, and then there's 151 fatalities. So here's a movie that recreated this train incident. So yeah, we got the train conductor and everybody trying to stop the train. They hit the brakes, but unfortunately it's too late and the train comes crashing down. At least the first 6 carts of them. But man, that's scary. And yes, this is actually 100% true. Here's an actual image of some of the train carts. So it seems like what happened is that there was a volcano that erupted, and then 8 years later, the mud and debris got into that river where the train track was built, and it knocked out one of the pillars. Wait, yeah, it actually says it here. There was a rapid mud flow which destroyed one of the bridge piers only minutes before the train reached the bridge. And then a passerby standing by the track actually waved a torch for the oncoming train to see. But by that point, it was too late, and the train had fallen. Another train disaster is the Federal Express runaway train. So let's go ahead and join this one and see what happened here. Okay, yeah, so I think we got a train coming over here. It doesn't look like it's slowing down. Was this actually what happened? Oh, here it goes. Oh. Wait, did it actually go through the wall? Teleport to the other side. Yeah, what happened here? What, did the train actually go through like Sully's bar? Is that actually a thing? So here's a better recreation of the tragedy. It looks like they tried to brake for the approach in Washington, but the brakes weren't actually slowing down. He then activated the emergency brakes, but the train only slowed to 50 miles per hour. He telephoned the station master's office to shout, "Runaway on track 16. Oh no, that's scary. And then yeah, it looks like the crash is gonna happen right here, and it's not gonna stop. Is it just gonna go over that thing? Oh yeah, it just goes through it. But yeah, the whole thing just gets derailed. Here's an actual footage of like the aftermath, which is just insane. Like, look at that entire wreckage. But I think the craziest and most insane part about this whole tragedy is that there was 400 passengers on this train, but 0 deaths, which is just amazing. There was 43 people injured, but again, there was no deaths. The cause of the accident was a design flaw that allowed a brake valve to close without human intervention. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to like not like trains at all. All right, but another train disaster is a 2010 car bridge train derailment. Oh, we're in the snow. Why is everything blurry though? Oh geez, what happened here? Wait, what? Oh man, that's crazy. Wait, hold on. Let me regen. Okay, so the train's coming from that side, and then what happens? It just gets derailed on this sharp turn here. Oh yeah, that is what happens. Okay. Oh geez, the whole thing just fell down. Wait, and then what's it say here? Front cab view. Wait, I can actually take the perspective of the train. Oh, I don't like this. Oh no, now I feel like I'm actually in the train. Okay, I'm just gonna get out of that one right there. The derailment was due to the snow and ice that worked its way into the space between the wheels' brake blocks. The driver and technician on the train suffered minor injuries. Wow, that's insane based off the simulator, but glad they're okay. Yeah, I'm starting to really not like trains at all. I'm already scared of planes and boats and ships. Now we gotta add trains on there too. Yeah, so here's some actual screenshots of the situation. So I looked up, do trains crash more often than planes? And the answer is, train travel is much more dangerous than airplanes. Oh jeez. Okay, note to self, never ride a train. Between the years 1990 to 2022, there have been 55,741 accidents in which a train derailed. That's an average of 1,689 derailments per year. Is anyone else concerned that that's like a lot for 1 year? That's like 3 a day or something like that. So now we move on to the Japan Airlines 123 plane crash. So let's see, where's the plane actually coming from? Okay, so I just kind of like spawned into a forest. Is like the plane supposed to be somewhere around here? Oh, it's like mid-flight. Okay, so it doesn't actually simulate or anything like that, but let's see what actually happened to the plane. All right, so here's an actual crash animation of the plane. It's not actually real, but yeah, it does look like they lose the tail of the plane. Oh, okay, so is that what happened? It looks like they were struggling to like stay afloat. Oh man, that's horrifying. It looks like they just keep going like up and down. Like right there, it looks like they're nose diving, but then they glide back up. Okay, they take out the wheels. Were they planning to like emergency land somewhere? They go to the forest. Oh no. Oh geez. Oh man, that's terrifying. The pilots are heroes. They survived 30 minutes without a tail. Wow, rest in peace, pilots. Wait, what? They were like that for 30 minutes straight? Rip to those 520 people. There's 520 people in that thing? Actually, according to Wikipedia, there was 524. There was 4 survivors, which is actually like a miracle. The crash of Flight 123 is the deadliest single aircraft accident in aviation history. So the reason why the tail broke off was because of a structural failure caused by a faulty repair by Boeing technicians following a tail strike incident 7 years earlier. When the faulty repair eventually failed, it resulted in rapid decompression that ripped off a large portion of the tail that caused the loss of all onboard hydraulic systems, disabling the aircraft's flight controls. Yeah, that doesn't really help my fear of planes. Okay. Alright, but another plane incident we have here is the FedEx Flight 14, and this happened in 1997. Let's see what happened here. Okay, so here's the plane. It looks like it's about to land, and then oh geez, wait. What happened there? It looked like it was just fine, but it lost its wing at some point. Well, hold on, let's see that again. Okay, so here comes a plane, and then yeah, it loses its wing, and then it just blows up. Okay, so here's the crash animation of the plane. It looks like it's about to land. It's doing just fine, and then it starts shaking for whatever reason, and then oh geez. And then they lose the left wing, and then that causes the plane to lose balance. What happened? All right, so here's a screenshot of the plane after it was extinguished. You'd actually be surprised that there is no fatalities, which is also insane to know that the pilots actually survived that. So the landing was normal until the beginning of the flare phase. It touched down, bounced, and rolled to the right. On the second touchdown, the right gear snapped, and the right wing engine contacted the runway, with the right roll continuing until the right wing spars broke. Their aircraft came to rest off the right side of the runway on its back and on fire. All 5 occupants escaped through a cockpit window. Dude, that's crazy. But also not the first time that a FedEx flight had crashed on the landing. There was a FedEx Flight 80 that was bouncing on the landing as well when the engine hit the runway, causing the plane to be upside down as well. Alright, so this next disaster is a really big one. It's the Sewol wreck exploration. What's happening here? I guess everybody went underwater, and I'm in like the rescue ship. Okay, yeah, so the ferry's already here. Let's see if I could like go inside it or anything like that. Alright, there's a little crack right there. Let me try to... Oh, there's nothing. So yeah, this game doesn't really have too much, but the actual incident itself was extremely horrifying. So there's a crash animation that someone did, and a lot of people theorize that the reason that the ship crashed was because it did a sharp turn, causing for a lot of the cargo to go to one side, and therefore causing the ship to tip sideways. And then yeah, the ship eventually went underwater too. Out of the 476 passengers and crew, there's only 172 survivors, many of the passengers being 250 students from a high school. So yeah, this happened back in 2014, and when this happened, this was all over the news. Because when the ship began to sink, the ferry's intercom system started ordering the passengers to stay put. It would say, do not move, just stay where you are. It's dangerous if you move, so just stay where you are. Even the captain himself instructed passengers to stay put and did not change the order even as he himself was leaving the ship. So yeah, even as the water came in, there was people just following the announcements to stay put. Most of the student passengers obeyed the announcement. So probably like the most popular game based on a tragedy is the Titanic. And I'm actually surprised at how detailed this game is. There's currently 800 players playing right now, and yeah, the Titanic is actually based on a real event. The Titanic was known as being an unsinkable ship specifically designed for the long journey to America with no possible chance of sinking. And yeah, during its first voyage, it did end up sinking. The ship crew ignored warnings of icebergs in their path and went onward. The ship hit an iceberg and then ended up causing 1,500 casualties. So yeah, this company made a game based off it, so let's join it then. All right, we're about to hit the iceberg. No, wait, was it really that big? Oh jeez. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Uh-oh. Oh, we're really trying to steer the ship away, but I think it's too late now. Uh-oh. Oh, this is like kind of scary actually. Oh jeez. So yeah, that crash actually caused the entire ship to sink, which is insane actually. It took 2 hours and 40 minutes for the entire Titanic to sink. Wow, that's a lot actually. Yeah, this is how it looked like in the inside, where it was just slowly pouring in water and started making it more and more sink to the sides. Oh no, the Titanic's tipping. Uh-oh. Oh, this is bad. Well, friends, it was nice knowing you. Yeah, also, facts about this song is that the musicians actually did play this song as it was sinking to kind of like raise the spirits of people who were scared and all that. It's actually, pretty terrifying, but also like wholesome in a way as well. Wait, I don't remember this in the Titanic. Ah! What was that? Well, this is the end. No, please, someone save me. It's too cold. We survived. Hey, do I pick up this guy over here? So yeah, the game also shows how the Titanic could have looked like underwater. Yeah, to this day, in real life, the Titanic ship is still underwater, but the real life underwater pictures are even more creepy looking. A lot of people seem to think that the Titanic is like haunted or something like that. This also stems from the sister ship crashing, which is known as the Britannic tragedy. Funny enough, this game is also on Roblox. What's with all these tragedies being on Roblox? This one was also creepy because the way that this one crashed was due to a naval mine being in the open seas, and this caused 30 casualties. But now we move on to probably one of the scarier simulators that I've ever seen, and it's this one right here. It's a game based off of the destruction of Pompeii. So for those of you who don't know, many years ago, we're talking about 79 AD, there was a huge volcanic eruption that slowly went off and just started destroying the entire city of Pompeii. Yeah, this is like a full-length animation of the destruction of Pompeii. Okay, this is 8 p.m. where like everything's now fully destroyed. People were pretty much just stuck there. Oh geez, what's happening here? And yeah, so there's a whole Roblox game based off of this, so let's join it. All right, so here's the game. It looks pretty normal so far. It's like a nice little city. It's got a stadium over there as well. And yeah, here's the volcano right here. It hasn't erupted yet, so we'll just wait and see what happens. The excavated city offers a unique snapshot of Roman life frozen at the moment it was buried, which yeah, that's crazy. Wait, so how many casualties were there in this tragedy? The eruption of Vesuvius. Okay, yeah, that's the name of the volcano. Oh, it's starting. Uh-oh. Ooh, this is scary. Okay. So the eruption lasted for 2 days. The first phase was a pumice rain, which lasted about 18 hours, allowing most inhabitants to escape. Okay, so some did escape, but there were still 1,150 casualties in there, at least that we know so far, that have been found on the site. Oh, here it goes. Oh wow, that's really loud. August 24th, 79 AD. Mount Vesuvius roars back to life. Ooh, I'm scared. I should like move back over here. Oh wow, that got very dark very quick. Yeah, so even though it was daytime, the smoke covered up the entire sky and made it look extremely dark. And then very slowly, ashes... Oh jeez, that scared me. Yeah, ashes just started falling down from the sky. Oh no. Oh no. Oh jeez, this is like actually pretty scary. Oh no, I like can't even see anymore. Oh jeez. Vesuvius's magma chamber has collapsed. Uh-oh. A pyroclastic surge has been triggered. The cloud of toxic burning gas incinerates everyone and everything in its path. Okay, yeah, so this is actually what happened. Okay, yeah, there you go. There's all the magma pouring down to the city. So for those people who weren't able to escape, the magma and ashes got to them and a whole plaster was formed over them. And to this day, you can actually see this like mold of like the people in their last moments. Oh, I can't even see anymore. Yeah, the lava got to my character too. So this next one is the tragedy of the Bintaro train in 1987. So let's just play the game and I'll show you what it's about. So yeah, this tragedy is about how multiple human errors cause for two trains to collide head on. So yeah, as you can see there's one train going to the right, and over here there's another train going head on as well. This is the unfortunate part where they did collide. And it did cause a couple of casualties. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know about this tragedy until I looked it up on Roblox. Oh jeez, is it moving? So yeah, what happened was that a station master permitted for a train to leave the station without checking the railway condition. Meanwhile, another station master ordered an engineer to move his train to the first lane. The orders were misinterpreted by the engineer as a go-ahead to continue the journey. The two crowded trains collided head-on, causing a telescoping effect. Oh geez. Yeah, there was 139 casualties, while hundreds more were injured. Yeah, these were both passenger trains as well, so it was like a lot of people in there. So I looked up Bintaro train crash, and I saw this like Minecraft animation of the train as well. I don't know why this is like actually a thing, but yeah, okay, so here's a collision again. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what kind of happened with the train. Another tragedy, and this one's actually pretty recent, is a submersible. It's a submarine this past year that went down to go see the Titanic, and there's just a lot of red flags all around, and it caused 5 casualties. And of course, there's a lot of Roblox games made because of this incident. And Flamingo here actually went to go look at some of them.
Titan submersible that killed 5 people a few days ago. This was an actual item, pretty much the day after it was announced.
Yeah, and also there's UGC items made because of the incident as well, which is just horrible. And yeah, a lot of submarine games being made because of this.
Titanic submarine simulation. Titanic submarine lost role.
Yeah, and that's just the exact image of the submarine as well. So yeah, a lot of these games were thankfully deleted, but I did find this one right here, Submersible V.3. Rediscover the unsinkable. Oh geez. Just a silly game I'm making. Feel free to explore. This game does not recreate the recent tragedy of a submersible. Do not talk about real world. Okay, fine. Well, let's join that and see for ourselves then. All right, so here's the game. It looks, I mean, it looks pretty exact, to be honest. Don't worry, this submersible is safer than the old OceanGate one. You won't get crushed, I think. Wow, okay, just making some humor about it. Okay, so yeah, oh geez, I don't like this. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I'm like actually like kind of scared of the ocean and all that, especially like going down below. So this is making me nervous actually. Ooh, I don't like this. Oh, what's this question mark here? Adonis is freak. Oh, this is an Adonis script. Can I do like the clown jump scare thing? I love you. Jeez, it's got the thing on here. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna explore this one any further. It gets me queasy. So for those of you who don't know what happened to the submersible, it pretty much imploded, and there's this animation here of what the implosion could have looked like. And yeah, this like all happens within less than a second actually, which is like insane. The next tragedy is the Germanwings flight 9525. The description reads, plane crashed into the French Alps. No survivor were found. Okay, well that's already unsettling, but let's go ahead and take a look. All right, what do we get? Oh, hey, I didn't see anything. Hold on. All right, let's go ahead and regenerate it. What do we got here? So the plane. Oh wow, yeah, that's pretty violent. Oh, it's still exploding. Okay. Let's see it one more time here. Yes, where was it going? Why was it like so low to the ground here? Let's take a look at the animation video. All right, so far it looks totally normal. It's doing fine. Is there like an engine failure or what's going on here? Oh, it just starts going straight down? Okay. The plane still looks fine. It just kind of flies right into the mountain. Well, what happened here? Another monster of a pilot. Uh-oh. Okay, I think there's more to this. All right, so I found this video here that explains more as to what happened in this plane, and it's pretty terrifying.
The plane reaches 38,000 feet cruising altitude.
Okay, so it's really high up right now.
To prepare for the landing and And after the check, Lubitz repeats, "You can go now." Then the captain is heard getting up and saying, "You can take over."
Okay, so the captain's going to the
now
bathroom.
alone, with the door locked, reprograms the autopilot from 38,000 feet to 100 feet, sending the jetliner straight toward the Alps,
Well, why does he do
dropping
that?
3,000 feet a minute. Then a loud bang on the door, the captain screaming, "For God's sake, open the door."
Oh no.
Passengers are also heard screaming. 5 minutes before
Oh,
impact,
jeez.
more bangs can be heard.
5 minutes? This
metallic
is happening
noises,
for a
as if
while?
someone was trying to knock the door down. Another alarm goes off, warning, "Terrain, pull up." The captain again screams, "Open the door."
Yeah, so the
10:40
co-pilot was
a.m.,
doing this
investigators
intentionally.
believe They hear the plane's right wing scrape a mountaintop.
Okay, yeah, and it
then
scrapes the
screams
mountain.
once more from the 149 on board.
Oh no.
Lubitz apparently stays silent.
Dude, that's so sad. This man was truly insane. A 10-minute descent, 10 minutes of terror before an untimely violent death. Yeah, no kidding. Because of this incident, airlines implemented policies that when one of the pilots leaves the cockpit, a flight attendant has to be inside until they return. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Ironically, the reason of the cockpit door locks is to prevent hijackers from getting into the cockpit. In this case, it was the exact opposite. Yeah, so this event happened in 2015 with 150 fatalities, 0 survivors. The crash was deliberately caused by the co-pilot who was declared unfit to work by his doctor. Lubitz kept this information from his employer and instead reported for duty. Lubitz locked the cockpit door and initiated a controlled descent that continued until the aircraft hit a mountainside. Man, that's tragic. Yeah, it also states here that ever since the incident, a lot of planes now require the presence of 2 authorized personnel in the cockpit at all times. Man, those poor people. But the next tragedy is the Spanair Flight 5022. And the description here says, achu, blah, blah, blah. Okay, very well said. Let's go ahead and take a look at the game then. Oh. Wait, what? We're in the plane? Uh-oh. I haven't ridden a plane in years. Oh no. Is it gonna happen here? Oh, jeez. And that's pretty violent. Okay. Yeah, the whole plane just went up in pieces. Can we see it again? Let's press regen. So is there like an engine failure? Because it seems to just be barely taking off, but then it just crashes into the woods here. Yeah, what exactly happened? Let's take a look at the animation. All right, so the plane's about to take off right here. Now, so far, so good. It's pretty normal. Oh, it just goes on its side? Well, why does it do that? Yeah, then it hits the wing, and then, the back falls off? Oh, jeez. I was hoping at least some people would survive, but that seemed pretty catastrophic. All of that just because the pilots didn't check their flaps correctly. How simple mistakes can cost many lives. Deadmau5 barely saved his life from this flight, man. It's strange how the universe works, so intriguing. Wait, what? Deadmau5 was supposed to be on that plane? Oh yeah, here's an article. It says, Deadmau5 reveals he nearly died in a plane crash 10 years ago. Yeah, it says here that he tried to race to get to his next flight and missed it by seconds. As he was waiting to get on his next flight, the airplane he was supposed to be on crashed. Dude, that's insane. Yeah, so this event happened in 2008, and there was 154 fatalities with 18 survivors. That's actually insane that people survived this. Yeah, it says here that the crash occurred because of the pilot's failure to deploy the flats and slats as required for takeoff. Without the use of these high-lift devices, the wings could not generate enough lift to keep the aircraft airborne. Man, it's crazy that the smallest mistake can cause such horrific accidents. But the next tragedy we have here is the Air France Flight 4590. Alright, let's check this one out then. Oh, what the heck? Oh, I don't like this. Ugh. We just crashed in your building. Man, these games are getting more and more realistic, huh? I don't like that. So the left engine's on fire. I'm gonna assume that was the reason why it crashed, but let's take a look at the animation here. Whoa, why does it look like that? This is an interesting plane model. Okay, so it's about to take off. Everything's fine right now. Oh, okay, yeah, the engine does break. Yeah, so it's still going. Is it trying to like go back down on the runway? Oh yeah, and then there's the building over there. Oh geez, what's the story here? This all happened due to a small piece of metal on the ground that came off a DC-10 that took off before the Concorde. Wait, what, really? So yeah, this happened in the year 2000 with 109 fatalities, 0 survivors. And yeah, there was 4 ground fatalities as well. So while taking off from the airport, the aircraft ran over a ridge and a part of the landing gear was thrown up and punctured number 2 fuel tank, causing the fuel to be lit by a spark from a loom of wiring. Debris on the runway was hit, causing a tire to explode and disintegrate. Okay, yeah, it was a jet and it crashed into a hotel. Okay, note to self, be scared of hotels near airports. But the next plane tragedy we have here is the Lion Air Flight 610. All right, what happened to this one? Oh no, we're going straight into the ocean. Well, that was very fast and sudden. Okay, let's look at the animation here. So we got the plane. It's already kind of rocking around. It looks to be fine, but oh, what happened here? Is it malfunctioning or what's going on? Oh yeah, it just starts diving down. Oof, yeah, no. The cause of this was Boeing never told any 737 MAX 8 pilot about MCAS, a new technology that is used if the plane's nose is too high and could cause a stall. The MCAS would be activated when so, and it will force the plane's nose to go down and regain speed. But Boeing never told them this, and so they are the ones who took the blame. Man, so many freak accidents here, and it's all either like pilot error or communication error. A tragic programming error that was meant to save lives, but instead ruined them. So there was 189 fatalities, 0 survivors. And this happened in 2018. We're doing a lot of recent plane tragedies here, huh? Apparently there's like a cockpit voice recording, and it stated that the pilots began to panic at the end of the flight. Dude, that's sad, knowing that there's nothing you can really do and unsure why it's happening. Alright, but this next one is called the China Airlines Flight 611. Alright, what happens here? Wait, what's happening? Oh no, we're falling into the ocean also? Wait, did the plane fall on its side? If it did, that's terrifying. Here, let's play it again. Okay, yeah, so it's like already on its side, and it just falls straight into the ocean. Okay. There's also this other game about the China Airlines flight, and so here we get the more third-person perspective with the whole plane just kind of blasting into tiny pieces, which is even more terrifying if that's true. But yeah, here's the animation. Let's see what happened here. Alright, so far so good. Oh, what happens here? Oh, what the heck? Wait, were there people back there? Whoa, well, he just falls into tiny pieces. That game was true. Oh no, I don't like this. Just a small crack caused by a minor incident many years ago was able to cause a massive 747 to break up mid-flight instantly without warning. The airline basically just covered the crack up rather than actually repairing it. Yeah, there was 225 fatalities, again, 0 survivors. Yeah, and it says here the in-flight breakup was caused by metal fatigue cracks resulting from improper repairs to the aircraft 22 years earlier. As of 2023, the crash remains the deadliest in Taiwanese history. So this is a Turkish Airlines Flight 981. So let's see what happened here. Okay, everything's blurry, but what do we got here? Oh, there's the plate. Oh, just crashed into the woods. Wait, let me see that again. Okay, so it's coming up from over here, and it just kind of like nosedives. Okay, well, let's see how accurate this game is. So there's a crash animation, and it looks pretty similar. It's, dude, that's scary. It's just going straight down. Okay, yeah, it's going towards the woods. What happened here? Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same as the Roblox game. It was the deadliest plane crash ever at the time until the Tenerife happened a few years later. Well, what happened? The crash occurred when an incorrectly secured cargo door at the rear of the plane burst open and broke off, causing an explosive decompression that severed critical cables. Okay, so I looked around, and here's a screenshot of the door that bursted open, and here's an illustration of the explosive decompression. In total, this accident resulted in 346 fatalities with 0 survivors. Yeah, that's horrifying. But another horrifying plane tragedy is the Air Florida Flight 90. Alright, so what happened here? We're on a bridge. Wait, does the plane actually crash on the bridge? Uh-oh. I don't like this. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay, it like misses, and then it just kind of like goes into the ocean. Was it also this foggy as well during the incident? Yeah, it misses the bridge, and it seems to like crash into the ice. But let's see what happened in the animation. Okay, yeah, so it was snowing here. The plane takes off, seems pretty normal. Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, it hits the bridge. And then it just crashes into the icy river. Oh man, were there any survivors? It would have been awful for those who survived the initial impact submerged under dark freezing water. Oh geez, I didn't even think of that. According to the Wikipedia here, there were 74 fatalities with 5 survivors, initially 6. The person that survived the initial crash was actually trying to help other people before he ended up drowning. So let's see, what caused the incident? So yeah, as we saw in the animation, it did strike the bridge, and it also hit 7 occupied vehicles. Wait, I didn't even realize there was traffic there. 7 cars were destroyed. Okay, so even when I'm driving, I need to be scared of planes. That's terrifying. And the cause of the accident was pilot error. The pilots failed to switch on the engine's internal ice protection systems. And yeah, this is the guy that helped 5 other people escape the sinking plane before he himself ended up drowning. Yeah, it's crazy how he managed to help 5 people, like literally after just surviving the plane crash itself. Like, this guy was a hero. The Wikipedia also has the voice recorder of what was going on in the last minutes before the crash. So it seems like one of the pilots is saying, "Come on forward, just barely climb. Stalling, we're falling. Larry, we're going down, Larry. I know." And then the sound of impact occurs. Yeah, I've heard some pretty crazy recordings of the inside of the planes right before it crashes, and it's so sad, especially when like the pilots realize that it's too late. This is an image of the tail of the plane being hoisted from the river, but yeah, pretty terrifying. Alright, but what's this one? The Northwest Airlines Flight 255. None of these are helping out with my fears of planes. Oh, what's this? I did not like that at all. Let me see it again. Okay, why is it going sideways? Is this actually what happened? Jeez, okay, let's see the animation. Okay, so the plane's flying. It's already wobbling here. There's also severe weather, so what happens? Uh-oh. Oh, is it gonna hit the pole? Oh, jeez. The whole wing gets shattered because of that? Man, I wish these Roblox games were a bit more detailed. Like, this one could easily include rain and look less clunky. Same with the plane that crashed on the bridge. The creator could have at least added vehicles on the bridge to be a little bit more accurate, and then possibly make the plane look less goofy when it falls into the ocean. But let's see what the comments said about this crash here. It's amazing how the 4-year-old survived that. The survivor was 4 years old? Okay, yeah, so the plane crashed shortly after takeoff, with the sole survivor being a 4-year-old girl. Oh, jeez. So yeah, the total fatalities was 156, but what actually caused the accident? The probable cause of the accident was the flight crew's failure to use the taxi checklist to ensure that the flaps and slats were extended for takeoff. Contributing to the accident was the absence of the electrical power to the airplane takeoff warning system, which thus did not warn the flight crew that the airplane was not configured properly for takeoff. Man, it's scary how many things can go wrong and cause such a huge accident. But we're not done with planes, because next we've got the American Airlines Flight 587. What's this one here? Oh, wait, what happened? I just loaded in. Did it just crash into that house? Wait, let's see. Regen. Oh. It just kind of nosedives into the house. Okay, that's scary. Was that the only house that it crashed into, or was there more? Okay, so the plane takes off. It looks fine so far. Oh, it's beginning to shift around. Oh, geez, the tail broke off. Okay. Oh, and it just literally caused it to just fall straight down. Oh, I don't like that. The fatalities was 260 people, 0 survivors. And there's also people on the ground that were impacted by this too. So this happened on November 12th, 2001, 2 months after the September 11 attacks. A lot of people actually thought that the crash was caused by hijacking. And so pretty much the cause of this accident was due to the aggressive use of the rudder controls, which is that back part of the plane. Doing so, the fin came off, as well as the 2 engines fell off too. You can see it right there. And here's a photo of the crash site. And I was trying to find this one on Roblox. I looked through all the different plane games because there's a lot of plane tragedies on Roblox out there. Shout out to the air disaster recreation industries, but they don't have this one here. It's the 2002 mid-air collision. So this one, there was 2 planes flying, and I believe they actually crashed into each other. Let's see what happens. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like flying. Ugh, I'm getting sick. Oh man, wait, what happened there? Oh, I don't like this. I can't see this. Oh man, just imagine falling. Ooh, this makes me nervous. Man, that's so sad. So in the first aircraft, there was 69 fatalities, 0 survivors. In the second aircraft, there was 2 fatalities, 0 survivors. So what happened? What caused this incident? So the main cause of the collision appears to be a number of shortcomings on the part of the Swiss Air Traffic Control Service in charge of the sector involved, as well as ambiguities in the procedures regarding the use of traffic collision avoidance system. With there was mostly children on this thing, the system was warning both planes to climb/descend to avoid collision, but unfortunately TCAS went ignored as pilots were instructed to listen/trust ATC. Man, that's sad. So something that I've always been scared of as a kid are volcanoes. I don't know why. I don't even live close to one at all, but I recently found this game, the Krakatoa Island, and it's pretty much just a recreation of the volcano itself. But then I looked it up online and realized that Krakatoa is one of the deadliest destructive volcanic events in recorded history. It took the lives of 36,000 people, because not only did magma pour, but also tsunamis were created from it as well. In fact, it was so powerful it made the skies red. There's a lot of artwork about this. The explosion has been theorized to be the source of inspiration for the scream. Wait, really? I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That also explains why he's covering his ears, because apparently it was so loud the acoustic pressure waves circled the globe more than 3 times. So there's an animation of the eruption here, which also labels the area that was covered by the magma. And yeah, it also caused tsunamis to all nearby land. Oh wow, wait, they're that big? Oh, they were 30 meters tall, aka 98 feet tall. I feel like I'm just gonna get scared of everything at this point. Wait, just out of curiosity, what was like the most deadliest volcanic eruptions? There's Krakatoa at 36,000, and then there's Mount Tambora, which ranges between 71,000 to 250,000. Jeez, what happened with this one? Yeah, what's crazy is that I thought the volcano from Pompeii, the Mount Vesuvius, was going to be like the most deadliest one, but that one's estimated at 13,000. Krakatoa was 36,000, and then Mount Tambora was more than 5 times greater. Who killed JFK? Oh, jeez, okay. Why is this a thing on Roblox? There's even this popular one, who killed JFK obby. Someone made an actual obby off of this horrific event. Prizes at the end. Okay, fine. So we'll check out this game in a little bit, but I want to check out this one first, the JFK Experience. Very cool game. Okay, not gonna say that part. Actually, I don't want to read the description, so well, let's just go ahead and play the game then. I believe I played this before in another video, but it definitely falls into the tragedies category. So you're on top of a building where down there you can see a group of dancing noobs. Right there, you can see John F. Kennedy himself there. Oh, you can even like just walk up to the thing. So yeah, was this the actual car that he rode in and everything? All right, but let's just go ahead and try out the obby here. Oh no, JFK got shot. Reach the end of the obby to see who did it. I feel bad for like joining this game in the first place. Oh, there's someone else in here. What the heck? All right, so we've got Schlep in here. Schlep made a video about this. So there's JFK here. Oh no, JFK got shot. Who did it? We need to figure out who shot him. Okay, fine. Let's go ahead and do this obby here. Swim up here. Okay, I'm swimming. Drive the stolen vehicle to the building to see who killed. Okay. Yeah, so this is the same car that he was in. Climb up the stairs quick. The assassin is on the roof. I believe this is actually true, right? The assassin was inside one of the buildings. All right, let's see who it is. Good job. We know who killed you. Who did? Oh, right here. Lee Harvey Oswald. Oh, you got me. What is this? This is so dumb. But it is true. It was Lee Harvey Oswald who did the crime, while JFK and his wife were both in Dallas. The other crazy thing about Lee Harvey Oswald was that 2 days after the assassination, he would be fatally shot on live television. You can even see in this image here, the person on the bottom right pointing a gun directly at him. Also, I found this TikTok video that showcases the exact spot the tragedy took place.
We just happened to be in Dallas today on the 50th anniversary of JFK's assassination.
Okay, yeah, so that's where he was. He was actually inside the building, not on top of the roof like that other Roblox game showed us. But let's see, does that actually show like
there
the...
are X markings
there it
in
is.
the road to mark the places the 3 shots hit JFK.
There's 3 shots in total? Jeez, okay.
From which upper window we do not know.
Oh, is this like the actual radio recording?
The reports at this time that the president has...
Honestly, the whole thing was pretty insane. But what's even more insane is this next tragedy, which I don't even know how to pronounce this. But according to the description, there was 41 fatalities. So let's go ahead and see what happened then. I believe it's like a plane crash. Oh, yeah, okay. So is this a plane that crashed? What is happening? Oh, jeez, okay. So it crashed into a building here. Was this like an accident or what exactly happened? Here, let's take a look at the crash animations. All right, so it's the night sky. Everything seems normal for now. Oh, one of the engines. Oh, the whole engine of the right wing just falls off. And then it loses balance here. Why did it fall off though? So is it going to try to attempt like an emergency landing? All right, so it looks like it's preparing to land, but then, oh yeah, it just goes straight down. Oh no. And then, oh geez. Were those like apartment buildings or something? Maybe like a hotel? What happened? What do the comments say about this? I can't imagine how it must have felt being in the apartment building just when the plane crashed. Oh yeah, so it was an apartment building? Dude, that's horrifying. The reason why it crashed into the apartment building was that the pilot had turned on the flap, but in the wing that lost 2 engines, the hydraulic system was damaged, so the flap could not be activated. It was only on one wing. The lift on that one wing would be much higher, causing the plane to overturn and crash. Dude, that's unfortunate. So even with the engines falling off, it was mainly those flaps that caused the plane to nosedive. So yeah, this crash happened back in 1992, and inside the plane there was 3 crew, 1 passenger, 4 fatalities, but then unfortunately there was 39 ground fatalities, with even more injured. The crash is the deadliest aviation disaster to have occurred in the Netherlands. The aircraft nosedived from the sky and crashed into 2 high-rise apartment complexes. It exploded into a fireball, which caused the building to partially collapse inward, destroying dozens of apartments. And yeah, they even drew like an image of like the aircraft's likely positioning upon impact. What's also tragic is that hundreds of people were left homeless by that crash. But the next tragedy we're uncovering is the Air India 182. I don't think I've heard of this one before, so let's see what happens here. Okay, so it's like a giant ocean, and then is there a plane somewhere? Oh, there it is. Oh, it just collapsed mid-flight. Wait, what exactly happened? Did it just like combust or something? We gotta take a look at the animation for this one. All right, so the plane's flying through the sunset. Everything seems fine. Uh-oh, did something happen in the tail? Yeah, everything seems normal at the moment. Well, what exactly happened? Everything seems fine. Oh, jeez. Wait, what the heck? It literally just combusts in mid-air. Wait, what exactly happened there? Dude, that's horrifying. What the heck? Everything happened so suddenly without warning in this flight. One moment, the passengers would have been waking up, getting ready for breakfast, and then the bomb exploded. There's a bomb? All right, we gotta look at the Wikipedia for this one. So this happened in 1985 when the plane disintegrated over the Atlantic Ocean as a result of an explosion from a bomb planted. And in total, there was 329 occupants, 0 survivors. The person responsible for assembling the bomb was sentenced to 15 years in prison. That's it? Only 15 years? Okay, this is interesting. So Palmer, the person responsible for the explosion, visited Singh Rayat, a car mechanic and electrician, asking him to construct a bomb. Rayat later claimed that he had no idea for what it would be used for. Yeah, honestly, the whole thing is like really bizarre. Like the people even did bomb tests and everything. Very tragic, and also interesting that this can be found on Roblox. Alright, but this next one is the Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302. So it was a scheduled international passenger flight when it crashed near a town 6 minutes after takeoff. Oh, okay, well, let's take a look at it then. What the heck? It just hit the ground. Wait, hold on, let me see that again here. Dude, why is it so blurry? What the heck? Yeah, so it's kind of hard to see what happened. I'm not really sure why like the whole screen is like blurry and all that, but let's take a look at the animation for a more accurate version of to what happened. All right, so the plane just took off here, and then it says it took 6 minutes before it crashed. So what was the cause of it? Oh yeah, there's some throttle there, and then it just starts nosediving. Jeez. Dude, that's scary. Well, why did it do that? The plane crashed due to faulty MCAS. The MCAS was pushing the plane's nose towards the ground. The pilots flipped a switch to disable the electrical trim system, which also shut down the ability to neutralize the vertical stabilizer. When the captain turned back the system, the MCAS activated again, pushing the plane's nose towards the ground, crashing it. 149 passengers and 8 crew members lost their lives. No survivors. Wait, so what year was it? Oh, this happened in 2019. Okay, so about 5 years ago. So it says here that 1 minute into the flight, the first officer acted on the instructions of the captain, reported a flight control problem to the control tower. 2 minutes into the flight, the plane's MCAS system activated, pitching the plane into a dive toward the ground. The pilot struggled to control it and managed to prevent the nose from diving further, but the plane continued to lose altitude. The MCAS then activated again, dropping the nose even further down. Dude, that's scary that they weren't able to like stop this. The pilot did try to disable the software, however, in shutting off the electrical trim system, this also shut off their ability to trim the stabilizer into a neutral position. So yeah, literally minute 1, they were already having problems, and the pilots were trying to do everything they could, but still, due to the faulty system, they weren't able to do anything. Definitely tragic. It makes me more afraid of planes, but yeah, if you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.